You know what a bishop is? You see, I dress like Father Jerry, Father Gabe, Father Scott, the other priests, but I wear a funny hat. And I have a cross here, and I have a ring on, and I have over here a staff. Here, bring that over to me. I'm going to let you in on a secret that maybe not a lot of people know. Why do you think a bishop carries a staff? Anybody know? Nice and loud. Because I'm the leader, because I'm the shepherd. Right? Just like Jesus, the good shepherd. And when shepherds do their work, they usually carry a staff to help them to lead the sheep. And so this is a symbol of that. And that's why when I say Mass in every parish, I always bring this staff. And how about this hat? Do you know what this is? Why does he wear it? Why do I wear it? Not because I'm a conehead. Yes. Yes, you. Nice and loud. Because why? Because I'm the bishop. That's true, but you know what the bishop is? The bishop is the governor of the church in an area. And a bishop gets appointed by the Pope. Pope Benedict appointed me a number of years ago, about 10 years ago. And he asked me to come here to your diocese, to the Diocese of Trenton, and to serve you as the governor of the church. And this is called a mitre. The staff is called a crozier. And if you notice, I'll take it off for a minute. This is a mitre, and the mitre comes from, it looks like a fish, doesn't it? Baby shark. The mitre comes from a Greek word, and it means crown. And you wear that because you're the governor of the area. And if you notice this hat, this funny looking hat, it points to heaven. And it points to heaven with two parts. One of these represents or is a symbol that Jesus is God. One of these is a symbol that Jesus was also a human being, just like you and me. And it's in one hat that the symbol of Jesus as God and man come together, because Jesus was both God and both man, and you know that from your studies. But there's more. You see these flaps? They drive me crazy, because many times they fall in front of me. But these flaps have a meaning too. The Old Testament of the Bible, and the New Testament of the Bible, the Gospels and all the special readings that we hear every Sunday. So the bishop wears this crown, which symbolizes God and man in one hat, with the Old and New Testament as one word of God. And so isn't that interesting? There's all kinds of symbols. There's always symbols in the church. The bishop wears a ring. And he wears the ring just like your mom and dads wear a ring. They wear a ring because they're married to one another. And the Pope gives me this ring because he wants me to be married to the church of the Diocese of Trenton. And he gives me this cross to wear around my neck because he wants the cross of Christ always to be close to my heart as I lead you as your shepherd. So I didn't want you to get away without a little lesson today about the bishop. And the bishop is the one who is the successor of the apostles. Jesus surrounded himself with 12 apostles, and at the Last Supper, he not only made the Eucharist, his body and blood, but he also made the priesthood. And he gave the priesthood to the church to keep his body and blood coming to be able to be shared with the people. And among the priests, as the church grew, some of them had to be leaders. And some of those apostles were leaders all over the world after the time of Jesus. And every year since the time of Jesus, bishops were made to continue the work of the apostles. And that's why the bishop is called the successor to the apostles. So just in case anybody wondering why is all the big fuss about the bishop, that's the reason. Because the bishop is the successor to the apostles. He's the shepherd of God's people. And he's the one that the Holy Father, our Pope, has asked to serve you and all the people of the Diocese of Trenton. And that's something that makes me very happy, and in a special way, to be with young people. Because you know what? You're not the church of the future, you're the church right now. And the church doesn't just belong to us old guys. The church belongs to you. You are the church today.